Good evening and thank you for joining us. Most of the Mississippi University for Women administration, its supporters and alumni are still in shock over House Bill 2715. President Nora Miller has one goal: to kill the bill and save the 140-year-old institution. Today she sat down with our Joey Barnes to talk about how she learned about the measure, what's happening on the legislation, and future plans.
MUW President Nora Miller was giving blood and live streaming the State Senate Education Committee hearing when she first learned lawmakers wanted to put her school under Mississippi State University's control.
To the new name of the W at Mississippi State University.
After the shock wore off, the emotion set in.
It's frustration that this was dreamt up without any consultation of the parties involved. It's concern and maybe a little bit of anger about we have 400 employees here on this campus who are invested in the W and who look to me for knowing what in the heck is going on, and I don't. And then a sense of loss for future students.
Miller is under no illusion the 8-page piece of legislation was created overnight after 2 attempts to change the university's name that ended with a clash with alumni that exposed the school's weaknesses. With lawmakers stuck in the middle, it created an easy target at the state capitol.
It may have. I think there's kind of a perfect storm of PERS and trying to find ways to fund that, possible Medicaid expansion or increased health care and the cost of that. I think the attention on the upcoming enrollment cliff that's going to be hitting all universities across the country. I think also Senator Polk's bill, which was to direct to close 3 institutions. There was just a lot going on, and we were vulnerable.
MUW's enrollment was mentioned several times by lawmakers. It has gone down and struggled in the past 10 years. Flagship universities across the country are booming with enrollment while regional universities are suffering. Miller also says free community college tuition, fewer students to recruit, a smaller recruiting budget, and the need for more recruiters is not helping the school's freshman enrollment. However, she sees progress through technology and programs that are helping the school find students and keep in touch with them through the admissions process.
We're trying to use our resources wisely. We are using a lot of social media reach out that is tailored to the demographics we're looking for. And so sometimes people say, I don't see anything on my Facebook, but if you're a 60-year-old woman, you're probably not going to be seeing the ads that are tailored to the 18 to 25-year-old demographic. I don't feel as nervous about the enrollment cliff as long as we're seeing progress the way we are seeing it right now. We will continue to rely on state support to help out and to help maintain and renovate our buildings. So it's a concern, but I think we're taking steps. And I see as we move forward, when positions become vacant, we're going to have to take a hard look at making sure that those are actually needed.
Miller is also addressing conditions of facilities at the Mississippi School for Mathematics and Science, which has been on the campus for over 3 decades.
Our contract or agreement with MSMS and with the Mississippi State Department of Education states that any major renovations or improvements will be funded by MSMS, or by MDE rather, or MSMS through MDE. There hasn't been anything forthcoming in 35 years.
Miller, a W graduate, sees issues in academia and accreditation. MUW also looked at combining some resources with Mississippi State 15 years ago.
We can't be a regional university and be a part of an R1 land grant institution. So I don't see how that that really works, it would require so many modifications, and it would have been a significant investment for us to be in their model. And so I don't see where there'd really be much cost savings.
While the name change controversy is raw, Miller believes the school's graduate base is uniting.
We may not always agree on what the best thing is to do, like name change, but we all agree we love this institution and we want what we think is best for this institution. And I think this committee substitute may be bringing our alumni together in a unified base, because we know we want to continue being the W.
Telling your story in Columbus, Joey Barnes, WCBI News.
The state Senate has not voted on the legislation, better known as Senate Bill 2715. We want to know how you feel about the possibility of MUW becoming a part of Mississippi State. That was the subject of today's megaphone question. Are you in favor or against the proposal to merge the W with Mississippi State? And so far, Kill the Bill is beating merger by about a 2-to-1 margin.